Double knit decreases are interesting, but wholly worthwhile to learn. Some people will tell you that in order to make a double knit decrease, all you need to do is decrease these next two stitches, which are a pair. That'll work, but it'll look pretty ugly, and I'm not sure exactly how you'd get around the design problems that would create. I think it is much cleaner to take these next two pairs and reorder their stitches. And the way I generally do that is through a series of slips and holds. Slip 2, 3, and drop one. Slip one back, pick up the one you dropped, slip two back on. I know that seems convoluted, but it really doesn't take very long to do, especially once you get into the rhythm of it. And what you've now done is you've taken the two front stitches from the next two pairs and put them on next to each other, and the two back stitches and put them on next to those. Now if you wanted to take these two pairs and do a right slanting decrease, you would knit two together here with the white end, and that slants nicely. And for the other side, for the blue in this case, you bring both yarns to the front, and you're going to do a slip-slip purl. This is kind of a weird method, but it is the mirror image of this. And so you're going to slip two stitches separately, as if to knit, slip them both back on, and then purl two together through the back loop. And this is essentially a right slanting purl side decrease. I don't know how easily you can see that, but I assure you it does work. Now for a decrease that slants in the opposite direction, let's set these stitches up again. Now if you have a yarn that doesn't grab onto itself well, you can use a cable needle to do that. There is another way that I can show that works for single decreases only. It doesn't work for double decreases. For the left slanting variant, slip, slip, knit. So slip two separately. Put the needle back in as if to knit and create a knit stitch with one white strand. And then the back side is simply purl two together. This creates a left slanting purl side decrease. Now, there is another way to reorder those two pairs, which was designed or figured out by a student of mine on the fly while taking one of my workshops. It doesn't require that you have to drop a stitch or hold a stitch with a cable needle. So you slip one as if to purl, and you slip the next two together as if to knit. And that flips them around, but it also twists them. So to untwist them, you pass them back onto the needle while sort of untwisting them. I would say as if to knit, except that it's backwards. If that makes any sense to you, it does certainly save you in a standard decrease from having to drop a stitch and thus possibly lose a stitch, which you then have to ladder back up with a crochet hook if you manage to drop it completely. This doesn't really work with the double decrease method. At least I haven't found a way that's smooth to do it. But this does work well for the majority of your decreases which are 2 into 1 decreases. Now, if we were going to do a double decrease, the setup for this is a little more involved because it involves taking the next 3 pairs and reordering the stitches so that the first 3 are white and the second 3 are blue. And so we're going to slip 5, drop 1, pass 1 back on, drop 2, pass 1 back on, feed the needle through the ones you dropped, and stick them back on your needle again. Now there are 2 different double decreases that you can use. The one that I'm using in this hat is slip 1 as if to knit, knit 2 together, pass the slip stitch over. And this creates a double decrease, 3 into 1. Now for the purl side version of that, we're going to slip 1 as if to purl, 2 as if to knit, pass them back onto the needle, purl through the back loop, try that again, purl through the back loop, and pass that slip stitch over as well. And this creates a 3 into 1 decrease on both sides.